Happy birthday, Jack Horkheimer. Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer for the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. This is a very special episode for Dean and I because Monday, June 11th, marks what would have been Jack Horkheimer's 80th birthday.
That's right, James. And to celebrate the life of the creator of Stargazers, we're going to take you on a trip through the life of Jack Horkheimer.
Plus, we have some pretty cool stuff happening in the sky next week. Let's show you. Okay, we have our skies set to Saturday, June 11th, 1938, in Randolph, Wisconsin, where Jack Horkheimer was born. He weighed 10.5 pounds at birth and was actually christened as Foley Arthur Horkheimer. Arthur was his father's first name, and Foley was his mother's maiden name. Due to health problems in his youth, Jack wasn't able to participate in athletics, so he immersed himself in music and theater.
That's right, James. Jack had his own radio show by the age of 15 and became a professional jazz musician at the age of 16, performing under the name Horky, but later changed it to Jack Foley. He spent his summers touring the country, wowing the crowds with his personal renditions of Satin Doll and The Lady is a Tramp.
Jack was so good at what he did that he earned a scholarship to Marquette University, attended the Honolulu Academy of Fine Arts, and spent 5 years at Purdue University.
He graduated with a Bachelor of Science from Purdue. Plus, he picked up 5 awards for playwriting in graduate school and composed the music and lyrics for 2 shows.
In 1964, Jack moved to Miami due to health reasons. You see, when Jack was younger, he had a painful lung condition, and the treatment he received scarred his lungs even more, making breathing difficult, particularly in dry climates.
So, to make breathing easier, he moved to the one place in the United States where the humidity is at its finest:
Miami!
When Jack first moved to Miami, he volunteered at the Miami Museum of Science and Space Transit Planetarium, where he later became its director in 1973.
Jack produced more than 30 planetarium shows in his career. His most popular show, Child of the Universe, debuted on Thursday, April 20th, 1972, and is the longest-running planetarium show in history.
In 1976, to help bring awareness to the planetarium, Jack collaborated with WPBT2 to produce the show Star Hustler, which debuted on November 4th of that year. As Jack liked to put it, Star Hustler was like a celestial hors d'oeuvre, giving you a taste of the cosmos that makes you hunger for more.
In 1986, Jack chartered 4 Concorde supersonic jets to chase Halley's Comet. This got a lot of media attention, and in 2001, Jack had an asteroid named after him in honor of his achievements as a lifelong educator and popularizer of astronomy. Sadly, in August 2010, Jack passed away. However, his legacy lives on through the continued support of Stargazers by viewers like you, the benefactors of South Florida PBS, and donors who support public television.
Jack's ambition in life was to encourage people, young and old, to go outside and look up. There's so much wonder in the night sky, yet sometimes we fail to make it a daily part of our lives.
With that said, let's set our sky to the night of Monday, June 11th, 2018. This would be Jack's 80th birthday. If you look to the west shortly after sunset, you'll see Venus near the stars Castor and Pollux. The 3 of them will be lined up in a row like the 3 stars making Orion's belt.
Then, if you switch your attention to the south, high in the sky, you'll see the planet Jupiter in a close conjunction with the star Zubin-el-Janubi, the second brightest star in the constellation Libra the Scales.
Coincidentally, Zubin-el-Janubi is almost 80 light years away from us, which means that the light you see coming from Zubin-el-Janubi tonight left shortly after Jack was born. So the next time you look up at the night sky and you see a star pattern that reminds you of something or someone, remember our friend Jack Horkheimer and make the stars your own.
And share the wonders of the cosmos with the next generation. It's easy to do when you keep looking up.